We're going live. And we're live. Oh, hello and welcome to What Are We Talking About, Jamie Jakes. I am him. I am sitting next to virtually NFL Insider James, and we are here to make you guys some money. My name is Jamie Jakes. I am the host of the show. I am the holder of the preseason axe of power and strength. I am sitting next to virtually NFL Insider James, who is currently the holder, or the soon-to-be holder, because I haven't gotten it to him yet, the regular season trophy, the Hammer of Truth and Justice, and we are here to find out who is our postseason champion. If this is your first time joining us every single week, James and I go head-to-head to see who is the best sports gambler in the world. And today is no different. I am sitting next to, like I said, NFL Insider James, who won last week. I won in the wild card round. James went perfect in his picks.
All this money on me make me want to poop.
In the divisional round. James, how are you feeling, buddy?
Don't need to poop. Do not need to poop, but I feel great. Feel great. Ready to bring more winners to America this week.
All this money on me make me want to poop.
So you're saying you don't have that much money on you? Is that what you're saying?
You know what? Honestly, I've never had the problem of my cash becoming a diuretic. So I know.
Money on me make me want to poop.
Well, I guess that's just you. I had the worst week I've ever had on this podcast last week, but I'm still 5-5 in the playoffs. How you like that, James?
Does not make me want to poop, but makes me excited.
That's for me. That's for me. That's how bad I was. And if you want to see how James got there, how James went 4 for 4 in all 4 picks last week in the divisional round, I got good news for you. Because here it is.
Got the better defense, and that's Broncos by a mile. I think they can absolutely shut down this Bills defense, so I'm taking the Broncos at -1. Well, I don't think anything is looking bleak for the Seahawks. I think they're going to look great. I think the Niners are going to look great on offense, but I think they're going to look really bad on defense. So I'm taking the over in this game at over 44.5. I think this one's a pretty easy pick. The Texans offense, once again, looked horrible. Texans defense looks good, but they're not, last week, not really facing a same level of caliber as what this Patriots offense is. I think these Patriots can absolutely roll through these Texans, and I've got them at -3. I do know that this Rams team's going to be ahead. They're going to run the ball. They're going to control the time of possession, and that tells you one thing only. It's going to be an under game. I'm taking under 48.5. You're listening at home. Wait till right before kickoff on Sunday night. I guarantee you this line is going to be 49.5 by then. Oh, it was 49.
Pretty good, James.
It was 49. Come on, James.
I told you it was going to be 49. You said it was 49.5. I was like, no way it's going to go up that high, you idiot. But you got us some winners. You got all 4. You gave us 4 picks last week, James. You got us 4 winners. Pretty good. How you feeling going into this week?
2 picks, 2 solid picks, 2 winning picks. Let's get to it.
Pick on every game, as is tradition in our playoff version of the podcast. Of course, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel so we can get you those prop winners on the Propapalooza coming up here in the Super Bowl. Any more words, James?
I'm excited, folks. It's that time of the year where I get a little bit sad because there's no football on Thursday. That's okay. We'll get through it.
That is okay. We will get through it. But you know what we're going to get through today? A podcast full of some winners. And you know what that means? All aboard the money train, because we are here to get you some big winners, some big picks for you to spend some time with your family in this winter storm, counting your money, counting your winnings. Are you ready to go, James?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. The audience is ready.
Ready.
So why don't we get started here with our upcoming slate? Like I already mentioned, we are tied 1-1 in our matchup to decide who is the best sports gambler in the world, in the playoffs, in the NFL. The first game on the slate this week, of course, is the Patriots and the Broncos. Both these games will be on Sunday. The Broncos are 4.5-point favorites. The over-under set to 42.5 points. Temps in the 20s with small chance of snow. Of course, the big story going into this one, it is Jarrett Stidham going to be under center for the Denver Broncos with Bo Nix going out with a fractured ankle, which I'm still skeptical. I'm skeptical if that was a real injury or not. This seems like it might be a work. We might have a Seth Rollins situation where he runs out of the tunnel, a big surprise. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, by God, that's Bo Nix music. But officially, I think this is going to be a Joe Stidham game. James, what do you got on this one?
Yeah, this Broncos team, all I got to say is this team rode their defense all season long. They had middling quarterback play from Bo Nix, who, if you know Bo Nix, he did go to the University of Auburn, where he was unable to beat the University of Alabama. And so they're going from one quarterback at Auburn who couldn't beat Alabama to another quarterback at Auburn who couldn't beat Alabama. Mid-quarterback play, still a great defense. I'm taking the Broncos at plus 205. I think they pull this out with their magnificent defense.
A plus money line bet out of James. No surprise if you are a supporter of this channel. And I'm going to be a disagreeer on you with this one. Disagreeing with you last week, James, did not go well with me. But it's a new week. It's a new me. And we are going to get this one right. Patriots just beat the Texans, right? Last week. Remember that? Texans have a better defense than the Broncos. Texans had their starting quarterback healthy for the game. Nico Collins was out, but who cares? He's always out. The Patriots beat those Texans by 12 football points. All I need the Patriots to do is beat these Broncos, who are a lesser team, by 5 or more points. I think the Broncos had their heartbreaker. They know they have no chance of winning. Nick Foles isn't running out of the tunnel here. It's Stidham, for goodness sakes. I don't care if it's Sean Payton's guy. I don't care whose guy it is at backup quarterback. It's not Bo Nix, and Bo Nix is the man who got them there, and the team knows that. The team knows they have no chance of winning this game, and if they do somehow win this game, they know they're just going to be practicing really hard for 2 more weeks, and they're going to get blown out in the Super Bowl by the Rams. They already know this, okay? They had their heartbreaker last week, losing their man, Bo Nix. So I think, especially if they get off to a slow start, they are going to crumble under pressure here on a nationally televised broadcast and basically quit in the second half. So that's why I have no concern for the Patriots to cover this relatively big number that hasn't moved as much as I thought it would at 4.5. So give me the Patriots to win and cover 4.5.
Wow.
And that's the very long gong of moving on to our next game. Moving on to our next game, we got the Rams at Seattle. How lucky are we, James, that we did not have a game scheduled in Chicago this week with this massive snowstorm that's blowing through the country?
Oh, it's almost like they should build a dome.
It's almost like they should build a dome, almost like the script writers wrote it this way. But anyways, Seahawks are 2.5-point favorites at home. The over-under set to 46.5 points. We've got temps in the low 40s, low chance of rain. I saw some speculation that they're going to have a heavy storm blow through during this one. Not what I'm seeing on my radar. Amateur meteorologist Jamie Jakes reporting that for you. So maybe a little slight sprinkles. Either way, I don't think that's going to affect the game too much for either of these squads. Big hands on both sides of the football in this one. Rams, Seahawks, James, what's your pick?
Well, Matthew Stafford is 1,000% the MVP from this season, but there's 1,000% something wrong with him. Clearly something's wrong with his hand. They will not admit it, but we've all seen it. He's not hitting the same throws. There's something going on with Mr. Stafford. The Seahawks had the most inventive 2-point play I've ever seen. Do the old backwards pass, pretend like it's an incomplete pass, and pick it up in the end zone. Brilliant. That's the level of coaching you're going to get from the Seahawks team. I have my first time on the podcast here recommending a double unit on the Seahawks at minus 140. Jamie won't let me do minus 140. I might have to go with the spread at minus 2.5. The spread should be minus 4. The money line should be minus 170. This line is incorrect. These Seahawks teams are just so much better than the Rams team, especially when Matthew Stafford is injured. So I am putting 2 units on the Seahawks. Well, personally, I'm putting 3, but for the podcast, I'll recommend 2.
And the underdog dogs are barking. I forgot I banned you last season from gambling minus money line bets. The reason for that is, gang, is because it's a scam. You'll never make your money in the long term, but this is the playoffs. All right? This is the playoffs. So I'm going to allow you to do a 2-unit minus 140 bet on the Seahawks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your kindness
You're
is unmatched.
You're welcome. Okay. I said previously on this podcast that the Rams are the best team in the NFL. I still believe the same thing. I said playoff Sam Darnold will show up eventually. And if you watch that game with the 49ers, playoff Sam Darnold was trying his best to be there for me and throw some interceptions, except the 49ers decided to not suit up for that game for whatever reason. Maybe they had too many EMFs as the underdog dogs are going crazy for the Rams here. You can see where I'm headed with this one. Matty Stafford and his 10-inch hands will be fine in the slightly cold, slightly rainy weather. Come here, Boston. Oh, 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 oh. Matty Stafford's not worried. Puka Nacua, he's not worried. All right. You know who else isn't worried? Poona Ford. He's not scared of Sam Darnold. I bet you Poona Ford gets an anytime interception. How do you like that? Don't bet it. You probably can't, but don't. Just talking shit there. But anyways, I'm going to break a podcast, another podcast first. I got the underdog dog out here for a reason, James, and that's because I'm going to bet the Rams. Money line.
What?
Money line.
What?
At plus 122, the best line available at Caesars.
Wow.
At Caesars Sportsbook, not
Wow.
a paid promotion. But it's the best line available, and we always say shop your lines, right, James?
I can't believe this. A podcast first from both of us. This is crazy.
Podcast
If you're a
first.
first-time viewer, you don't understand the magnitude of what has happened. This is the equivalent of Pompeii being blown up by a volcano. This is how crazy this is.
Pretty crazy, James. Pretty crazy. Mount Vesuvius level of crazy. Jeopardy
Wow.
answer.
If you're a history nerd, you should also subscribe to this podcast because we will be throwing these references out all year.
Jeopardy answer. House number 4 on Privet Drive. That's Harry Potter. That's a Harry Potter. Just a Jeopardy answer there for you. If you want that one too. That one's for free. James, feels like we got some winners out to our audience today. Do we have to establish we geometrically opposed each other? So by definition, we cannot recommend a best bet of the week unless we take a total. You want to take a total?
Let's go to the total machine.
So the Patriots Broncos over-unders at 42.5. The Rams and the Seahawks team total at the 46, or game total is at the 46.5. A lot fewer points over there in the Broncos game. We got Jared Stidham there.
What did you say the Broncos New England was?
43.5. I kind of like that over. What do you think, James?
I would take the over at 43.5. I would also take the over on Seattle Rams.
I like the over 42.5 just because we got Jarrett Stidham out there, maybe throwing some pick sixes.
Throwing some great touchdowns to Cortland Sutton, I think is what you mean, but I'll agree with you.
And we also got Drake May out there throwing as many touchdowns as his little heart desires. To playoff Stephon Diggs, you know Stephon Diggs is going to be playing hard in this one because he always tries hard when people are watching. Not so much when people aren't.
No comment.
Nice. Well, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. We'll be back in about 2 weeks to give you a Propapalooza for the Super Bowl. Stay tuned to the channel as well because we've got some rookie breakdowns to give you. I've been grinding the film of the wide receiver class. Tate out of OSU, Tyson out of Arizona State, and USC lad named Lemon. We'll be giving you guys a in-depth breakdown, the good, the bad, and the ugly that I've seen on film. Carnell Tate, I'll tell you what, not much bad I'm seeing on that guy's film. Maybe a little bit of a slept-on prospect, if you ask me. Or maybe not slept on. Maybe not slept on. Maybe some people have them as wide receiver one. I'm seeing a lot of people have
level of slept on Mr. Tate. If you ask me, this man is well above and beyond everybody else, and I'm very excited to tell everybody about why in that upcoming episode.
Well, sounds like we're simpatico on that. James, what did we give? We gave the viewers last year, I believe, in our rookie prospects. You had Cam Ward as QB2, Jackson Dart as QB1, which was insane at the time. Sounds pretty good right now. I had Harold Fannin as tight end 1 in the draft class. Everyone looked at me like I was a big dumb idiot. Look at me now. Seems like a pretty smart decision for me. 3 years younger than the other two guys, Loveland and Warren, over there in Indianapolis. So you tell me. Seems like we're pretty smart.
And don't forget, we all were on the Cam Scatterbo train way before.
Oh yeah.
We
Cam Scatterbo
went head first onto the Cam Scatterbo train.
Running back. I think we all had him top 3 in the draft class.
We nailed the running back class.
Pretty smart. And that's why you should subscribe to our channel. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment. And tell me if you're Team Jamie or Team James. I'm on a little bit of a schneid here myself personally. And I've got a lot of Team Jamie people jumping ship to Team NFL Insider James. So I want to see who you are backing this week. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.